Hey, Brian Sabota, BlueCap Productions here. I'm here in the courtyard of the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery, and we're still a little bit early. Everyone hasn't arrived yet. And one of the people that haven't arrived yet, but whom I was able to catch up with on Zoom, was Wilensky Exquisite Minerals. I caught up with all three of the Wilensky boys, and they shared some of the great pieces that they're going to be bringing to this year's show, as well as excerpts from their brand new catalog. And as you know, those catalogs are absolutely fantastic. So stick with us here, and let's catch up with Wilensky Exquisite Minerals here at the 2025 Tucson show. All right, hey, thank you, viewers, for coming back and checking out another episode of the Mineral Dealers from the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery, going into the Tucson 2025 show season. Today, we're going to shoot over to New York, and we've got Wilensky Exquisite Minerals here to give you a quick preview of some of the things that they're bringing to the fabulous show. Opens on January 31st, so make sure that you're there opening day. We have Stuart Wilensky and Connor Wilensky and Troy Wilensky. So Wilensky guys, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that.
Good, Brian.
We're all good.
Good to see you, Brian.
Looking forward to seeing you in Tucson.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys too. And I am extremely excited because I think everybody knows what a fan I am of these incredible catalogs that you guys have been putting out. And you've got a brand new one that you're bringing to the show. Tell us about that.
Yes, the new catalog is called Habits, and it's every one of our catalogs, we try to do some kind of a theme. So this one, the general theme is the atomic molecular structure, how it relates to minerals, how it relates to the earth in general, and each mineral shown, we have a matching custom-made brass model of its atomic structure, and you can see that in the catalog. And we'll be bringing the minerals and the models to Tucson, so they'll be they'll be on display in our room. So this catalog, in the beginning of the catalog, excuse me for looking away, I'm just reading it off my screen. It starts off with "as above, so below, as within, so without," and so that really relates to that everything in the universe is connected by an atomic or molecular structure, that there is literally nothing in the universe that isn't in some way connected to each other. And so that's kind of the theme of the whole exhibition. And the minerals in it, we tried to choose specimens that had very specific crystal shapes, very distinct crystal form, so that you can relate it to the crystal model that will be with it in the show. And I think Brian is showing some of the pages right now. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. I mean, we're looking at a fluorite right now, and there's the actual mineral to the right and the model to the left. And we're not just going with the mineral and the model with no explanation. And I think this is a fabulous spread. I love how they're side-by-side comparison like that. But then the following spread kind of goes into detail on that specific fluorite. Now it's lit with a white background so that you can see more of the color and the zonation within the fluorite. And then, of course, like you always do, a very well-written, nice block of copy that explains why a specimen like this is so important to see.
Yeah, these catalogs are a tremendous amount of work, and it's really a team effort. So me and Troy and Connor, we try to choose the minerals that fit the theme, and then they go to Evan, our photographer, who then will finalize that, yes, these do fit within the theme and that they will create a good exhibition together and they relate to each other. And then I usually write up the minerals themselves, the descriptions. Troy will usually write up an essay of that type. And then Connor works with me as well on finalizing all the various parts of the catalog that we put together. But unfortunately, Evan isn't here today with us, but Evan is a very big part of this between the photography, and then he'll do the videos for our Instagram and Facebook and our website. And he helps design the catalog. So he is a huge part of this effort as well. But in Tucson, it'll be me and Troy and Connor in the room, and we are looking forward to showing these pieces and the catalogs to all the mineral collectors who will be at the show.
I love it. And Evan has done such a great job in helping you with this new vision and these new productions. I want to focus on this aquamarine for a second because it's a fabulous piece, but there's also an accompanying video with it. You had mentioned video, so let me bring up the video right now. And there's the video that Evan shot. And Evan and I have talked a little bit about different ways that he could shoot the video, and I think he's doing a spectacular job.
Well, you know, we really strive to represent the mineral in its true color and form and look. We don't try to exaggerate anything. So when you watch one of our videos, that's really the mineral. You will see it in person. That is what the mineral looks like, and that's very important to us. And Evan has been able to really work that out where the videos are true to life.
Absolutely.
And Troy, you were I know you had worked very closely with Evan on the theme of the catalog. Do you want to talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. So, Brian, I think last time we spoke, the working title was Geometry.
That's correct.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think we were talking about that. I want to say Denver.
Yeah.
Might have been Denver show. Yeah.
So, as with a lot of our catalogs, we always start out very wide and then kind of narrow it down. And there is obviously elements of geometry here. But as we were digging into geometry and crystallography, we realized this could be a 1,000-page book. So we tried to really narrow it down, and we got all the way down to habits. And similar to what my dad said earlier, is trying to connect the structure of everything. Everything kind of has its own system, and we really play into that, whether it's crystallography has a system to build what it needs, and humans have a system, planets have systems, and we try to kind of throw that all together.
Well, I think you're doing a superb job, and it's not just recognizing that the system exists, but it's kind of superimposing the scientific system with the more kind of artistic aesthetics. And so when you look at a spread like this, which is, I think this is probably one of my favorites. It's just incredible that these are basically the same thing. And it blends that scientific with the creative. And if you go into the detail page, you can learn a lot more about it. And I love the fact that you guys write such detail. But I'm going to go, this is another one where I have a video of this. I'm going to go to the video because as beautiful as this photography is, and I think, again, Evan is doing a spectacular job. Some of these things you have to see in person, and the video captures a little bit of that essence that you can't accurately reproduce in just a single photograph. So let's go ahead and let's roll the video, and viewers can kind of get an idea of that. Look at the way that chatoyancy kind of revolves around that center malachite.
You may remember that piece was also a cover piece of the mineralogical record. And that was probably about, I'm guessing, 10, 12 years ago. And that kind of plays into something I was thinking about before I got on this call, was that we've owned this piece. This will be the third time now that we bought and sold this piece.
I love it.
I was telling you earlier before we started the recording, this is my 41st year in Tucson.
Right.
And, looking back, you realize how many of these minerals I've owned more than once.
Yeah.
And so we always like to bring a mineral to Tucson, aside from what's in the catalog, It's something so special, so spectacular that it's almost unparalleled. And last year we were lucky enough to have the BlueCap tourmaline, which and just last minute we got a piece back that we had sold, and we're going to bring it to Tucson. It'll be on display in our room, and I've got it next to me, so I'm going to just kind of detach my camera there, and I'm going to do my best to show this. Yeah, this piece came from Afghanistan about 20 years ago or more, and it is, in my opinion, a one-of-a-kind, best-of-species specimen. It's got these large pink and green beer can-style tourmalines nested in the middle of a smoky quartz cluster, and it actually has been given the name the bird's nest. And then it has the secondary growth crystal tourmaline on the front here, which is very typical of Afghanistan. So this piece is going to be in our room on display. And again, we just love when we can bring a piece that is, in our opinion, something special, spectacular that you will maybe never see again. So anyway, so I just wanted to get that in there because I think it's something special and that people should know about it and come to our room and take a look at it in person.
Well, I think that's fabulous. I love what you're showing. I think that's such a great opportunity for people to come and take a look at that. Going back to one of your earlier comments, when a dealer or a collector of your caliber owns a piece multiple times, it really says something important about that piece. It truly kind of defines that piece as a classic. So we are really looking forward to seeing you in Tucson. I urge all the viewers, if you're in Tucson, go down to the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery, check out Wilensky Exquisite Minerals. You're going to see that fantastic tourmaline from Afghanistan. You can pick up your copy of the new catalog Habits. You will see minerals from the habits and the actual models on display, and you'll see Troy, Connor, and Stu. So come on down, Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery. We'll see you guys there. Oh, and also watch for What's Hot in Tucson Live with the Wilensky lad. So that'll be coming.
Be there.
If you're not in Tucson or can't make it to Tucson, watch that and you'll get a little bit of taste of it.
Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Stu. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Troy.
Thanks,
we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, everybody.
Very good.